Welcome back, everyone. So far in this section on routing, we've had a look at pages. A page is UI that is unique to a route. Starting this video, let's learn about layouts. A layout is UI that is shared between multiple pages in the application. When building apps, it is common to have a consistent layout across different pages, such as a header at the top and a footer at the bottom. With the introduction of layouts, achieving this becomes much easier in Next.js. So how do we create a layout? You can define a layout by default exporting a React component from a layout.js or layout.tsx file. That component should accept a children prop that will be populated with a child page during rendering. Let's jump back into VS Code to explore layouts with some code examples. I want to mention that in this video, we won't be creating a layout from scratch, as Next.js already provides one out of the box. Inside the app folder, you can find a file named layout.tsx. Similar to page.tsx, layout.tsx follows a special file naming convention in the app router. This particular layout.tsx file in the app folder serves as the topmost layout and is referred to as the root layout. The root layout is a mandatory layout for every Next.js application. Next.js automatically generates this file even if you delete it. Let me demonstrate that. Let's delete the file and navigate to localhost 3000. Refresh, and if you return to VS Code, you can see that the root layout file has been regenerated. Moving on, let's discuss the code within layout.tsx. We will cover the metadata object in a future video, but for now, our focus will be on the React component. Every layout component should accept a children prop that will be replaced by a child component during rendering. In our scenario, page.tsx in the app folder will replace this children prop when the layout is rendered in the browser. If we inspect the element, you will notice that we have an HTML tag with language equals English corresponding to the HTML tag in our layout. Additionally, we have a body tag, where we find the text welcome home, which comes from the children prop. The children prop here represents our home component defined in page.tsx, which contains the h1 welcome home. Of course, at the moment, this layout doesn't serve its intended purpose. To address that, let's add a header and a footer section within layout.tsx file. Inside the body tag, a header with a paragraph that says header with some styling. And after children, let's add a footer with a paragraph tag that says footer. Once again, we'll add some styling. Although the header and footer can be separate components, for the purpose of this demo and to keep it simple, we will use placeholder text with basic styling. If we go back to the browser, we can see the header and footer text. However, since they are part of the layout, they will be present regardless of the layout. For example, if we navigate to localhost 3000/about, we have the About Me text, but the header and footer will still be visible. The same applies to /profile and even /products. By defining a single layout.tsx file in the app folder, we can create a consistent layout for every page in our application. We have the freedom to add any markup, styles, and behavior we wish to. The only requirement is that the component renders the children prop for page.tsx to render a unique UI corresponding to the route. Here is a visualization of layouts in the new app router. In the layout, we have the header, footer and a placeholder for the children props. For localhost 3000, the JSX from page.tsx within the app folder gets rendered. For /about, the JSX from page.tsx in the about folder gets rendered. Similarly, for /profile, the JSX in page.tsx within the profile folder gets rendered. I hope the concept of layouts is becoming clear to you. As a simple exercise, I suggest you create your own header and footer React components and include them in the root layout. Let me know in the comment section if it works as expected. In the next video, let's take a look at nested layouts in Next.js. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.